1. If you
Thank you for calling the VA hotline. My name is Daria. How may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Um, let's on here. So, yeah, I'm calling up. I, I haven't had any success with this hotline, and I had a community care appointment today with the doctor, and the VA didn't even send over my medical records, and so the appointment was basically
Okay.
useless.
Okay, so you're calling in
Because
to get your medical records?
I went to community care today because the VA fails to do their job, and the VA didn't send my medical records to community care. And so when I went to my community care appointment today, the doctor didn't have any of my records, making my appointment useless. And
Okay.
yes,
Okay, so you're calling in to get your medical records, correct?
can I speak to someone else?
I'm sorry, I wouldn't be able to transfer you to anyone else.
Well, I just told you, like, multiple times, like, I'm not repeating myself again. Like, you're not doing it, you're not helpful. And, like, can I please speak to someone else? You can easily transfer me to someone.
No, I wouldn't be able to transfer you to a different representative, no, sir.
No, I've been transferred to other representatives before. You can easily do it.
No, sir, I'm not
Yes,
able to do that.
yes, you can. All right, so let me speak to your supervisor.
Okay.
Holy shit, you see this? This is how stupid they fucking are. And it's gonna take forever.
Thank you for holding. I do apologize about the wait. I do have the representative or the supervisor on the line by the name of Christine. She's going to be further assisting you today, okay?
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for calling the supervisor line. My name is Christine. How may I help you?
Yeah, I'm surprised I actually got a supervisor line. I thought you guys didn't have a supervisor. I mean, I've been told that numerous times that there is no supervisor.
I'm not sure why that happened, sir. So sorry that that happened. Let me go ahead and get you verified here.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
said your first name was Matthew, last name Meditz,
That's correct.
Meditz.
Euro.
How can I help you?
So yeah, so the reason why, and I requested a transfer, to start there. I told a lady 2 times, what my situation was, and she asked, like, so you're calling about your medical records, like I need you need your medical records, or whatever, and it's like, yeah, I do, but the thing is, I went to a community care appointment today because the VA sent me there, and they didn't send any of my paperwork there, and so the appointment was useless. And that's what I was
Mm,
trying to say. I don't need my paperwork. And I went to a community care appointment without my paperwork because the VA didn't send my paperwork or any of my MRIs to the doctor. There's no information. And
oh
so,
no, I'm so sorry.
yeah,
Sorry that happened.
oh, no, I mean, I went to the emergency room February 23rd of this year. And the thing is, the MRI that I've got my records and stuff. It's like the report, and the doctor was able to read that. But at the same time, I don't even trust the report because the VA has just been totally incompetent. Because uh, like I've been calling this hotline since November, and this hotline is proven to be useless because like that's the other thing. But I figure, like, let me at least try to get something together for this new event because it's just another. It's going in my records too because this is like the treatment uh, that I'm getting. I mean, like it's the doctor that I saw today. It was for my hip. It's well, I had surgery on my hip, but in the army, and that's why I'm like retired. I was injured and such, and the
Sorry.
I've got like uh more. It's not like the hip itself, like the doctor I saw today was trying to just sell me a hip replacement, and it's like no, I'm telling them it's like I've got knots here. It's like they didn't put things back into place right when I had my surgery in 2010, and like things are being pinched, inside and stuff like, and that's like causing my pain. And the whole thing is like the doctor I saw today, he didn't have my records, and he kept on saying like he sells hip replacements. I don't need a hip replacement. I need to be properly diagnosed by a doctor. I'm not retired from the army April 2012. Yeah, and yeah, I was enlisted from 2008 to 2012. And I was infantry down in Iraq 2008 2009.
Well, I'm so sorry, sir.
Oh, it's our healthcare. It's not just mine. This happening to me, and at the VA, it's happening everywhere else too.
Mm. Well, let me ask you a couple of questions, and so
Sure.
you basically would like to do a complaint or a concern case about the community care department
So, well, number one,
because
this hot.
they didn't send your records.
So number one, like this hotline, I've been calling since November, and my cases keep on being closed without any resolution. And so this hotline has been useless, and I've been forwarded to anyone in a position higher than this hotline. And even a patient advocate, I don't get contact. I get contact from nobody, and it's been an excruciating thing. Like I mean, there's numerous cases that I've got, like that reference numbers that I've got. I don't know, all you can see, but they keep on closing my cases without any resolution, and so what I need to, what I'm requesting because of the failure today. So yeah, like the VA's, so in regards to the complaint that sent forth now, it'd be the yeah, I was sent to my appointment like, and my doctor didn't have any of my imaging. I had to get X-rays while I was there and everything. And the thing is, like, I've got MRI. Like, my damage shows up on the MRI, and the guy he only looked at my bones, and that's and that's not what I needed. I need to be seen by I'm not being properly diagnosed, and that's why I've been complaining about it. And I need to be able to go to an outside provider and have so I get properly diagnosed and be sent from there. And I've got TRICARE. Yeah, so
Okay.
can I use
Okay.
like can I use my
Hold on.
TRICARE? Yeah,
You have TRICARE and VA healthcare.
right. I'm actually retired,
Okay.
and, and,
You have
and so yeah,
TRICARE for life.
and so yeah, being able to use my TRICARE then build a VA. If I could do that, like that would solve a lot of problems. So I don't have to use the VA because I'm right down the street from them and they're useless. And I've been calling up.
Well, I don't think that you can. I mean, you can add your TRICARE for life, and whatever isn't picked up by them, then the VA will pay, I believe.
Yeah, that's my
But
my
or the
intent.
opposite. I'm not sure how that works. I
Well,
don't
that's
know if you have to be
what
if
like the
you have
resolution
to
I can come
be
up with.
eligible for community care.
I am out. I mean, I'm being that's. I mean, I'm being seen in community care.
Okay, so you're
Already.
eligible for community care.
Yeah, and so yeah,
There's
just
a
being able.
possibility that you can do that.
Yeah, I was just because there hasn't been any solutions thus far and everything, and so this is the only one I can come up with to stop. Like if I can use my TRICARE, and like the VA, promises that they'll cover my TRICARE bills, and stuff like, um, like that'd be awesome, and I'll
Well,
take care. I mean, because With the VA's not able to diagnose me. They're not able to. I'm going to the outside providers for everything. I'm not being. I can't. I don't go to. I can only feel safe going into the VA with the way they treated me.
Right, right.
I mean, a woman, Megan Pittman, said I was going to bring a gun. And like I had to bring, start recording my conversations and all that. I mean, luckily I had that one recorded. Bought a body camera, so whenever I go up there, like I'm not going to have people, put words in my mouth and say this. It's been ruined my life, so many times. Already.
Right.
And
Well,
that's the thing is I'm not retired from the army. My shoulder, back, and my hip. I'm in combat infantry. I'm not, one of these poses and stuff, and I can't get any treatment, like fair treatment. And like then I'm sent to a doctor, and then they don't even have access to my medical records, like the MRIs. Like they don't have what? Like why send me? And I went to the emergency room February 23rd. Here it is, August 25th, and
well, I can.
and they had
What
an
I can
imaging
do.
done in May. They had May 20th. They had imaging done, MRI done, and it said attention needed. It's May 20th. And here, August 25th. Attention needed, May 20th. August 25th today. And that is, yeah, like you said,
Okay.
yeah, thank you, man.
Let me give you a number, and you can give them a call to see if you were to do things that way, if it would be covered. Okay.
Yeah,
And
that'd
I'm
be
going to give you the
outstanding.
community. I'm going to give you the number for the community care billing department. That way you can give them a call, and before you start using your TRICARE, you'll know exactly what's going to happen.
Right. Well, then, no,
All
that's
right.
the thing is like, no, like, I don't want that. Like the VA needs to call me. I need to be speaking to them because they should be doing this in the first place. Like I've been asking for my primary care. They're not taking care of me, and here I am like, that's the whole thing. They're not taking care of me. And I can't take care of
Okay.
myself, and the thing is, if I do, take care of myself, that's out of my pocket, and the VA should be covering that, and the community care is not
Okay.
going to be able to resolve that. This is a higher up thing, it's
Okay.
because
Well,
I'm not allowed to be up
I
there.
can't.
Like the
Yeah,
patient
I
advocate
can't
hasn't
do
called me.
anything about that.
All right, so what's
I can't.
hotline?
I.
What can I do? Because this hotline is not working for me, man. It hasn't worked for me. What can I
Well.
do outside of this hotline? Being that you're the supervisor and all, and maybe have a number for that.
N-
I mean, because this hotline's not
No, I
working.
don't. I don't have any other
Okay.
numbers, sir. We're intake, and we
Yeah.
provide
Yeah.
numbers for,
It's an
like,
endless loop.
other.
It's an endless loop. It's handled. This goes directly to the VAMC, and then I go through the same thing. Nothing gets done, and they keep on closing my cases. And so, thank you for once again. Like you're outstanding. I appreciate your help. You're a very kind lady, and um, but yeah, this yeah. Uh, I mean, like yeah, I guess just with this reference, I mean, like whatever we can do, community care didn't was useless. I mean, like file a complaint. I got to do something. I need paperwork. To document this. So, yeah, if we could open up a case.
Okay, so now you want to open a case up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, well, I got
Okay.
to. I mean, well, yeah, that was the intent of all this. Phone call was
Okay,
to
because I
establish
just
a case.
yeah, I just
Uh,
asked you, did you want to open a case,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
said
no
no.
worries.
But
Yes, ma'am.
all right. So who have you spoken with regarding this issue?
No one. No, I've spoken to this hotline has not worked, and I've spoken to people, and they keep on closing my cases. And like I said, there's more than my hip going on. I don't need to be
Have
seen
you
by a hip
spoken with
doc.
the patient app? Have
The
you spoken
patient
with the
advocate
patient
doesn't never
advocate?
call me up, never calls me back, doesn't do nothing, which is why they're gonna be fired. Like I've been documenting all this stuff, all of it.
Okay.
That's why I need this
All right. And
case. Thank you, man.
and so your issue is that you were sent to a community care appointment without them sending the records.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, with the MRIs, like the imaging, the images.
Without, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
like the medical imaging, or however that's worded, like the X-rays and MRIs and all that.
Okay, give me 1 second. I got this worded.
And then
All right.
the doctor that I saw today in community care, he specializes in hip only, and it's like now there's like more going on, and like I don't need hip replacement. That's what he does. I don't need a hip replacement. I need my pain addressed though.
Okay. Give me 1 second
Yeah, of course.
here.
And that's why I've like been asking for a to be seen by a regular doctor on the outside so I can just start over from scratch because the VA has my medical records all jacked up anyways. And they won't even give me
All right. So
Lunesta.
you said the patient advocate does not call you back, has not called you
Yeah,
back.
the VA does nothing. The Salem VA Medical Center. It's awful. All they want to do is just put me on these psychotropic drugs for mania or bipolar or whatever else. And it's like, no. I mean, that's why I'm seeing a psychiatrist on the outside. And my first appointment, I was able to get Lunesta to treat my insomnia. The VA wouldn't give me, prescribe me Lunesta, a medicine that worked. That's what I'm saying is like they don't care. They just want to keep everyone sick. And I've got February 23rd of this year, 2026. I went to the ER and the doctor told me, to follow up. In 2 weeks, my pain did not improve. I was having a pain flare up. And so I did. And the doctor said, well, until you get your mania taken care of, it's kind of hard to treat your pain. Your MRI from 2010 shows a mess. And that's like, from 2010, you have my records? Like, that's when I was in the army. And like, so, and it shows a mess, and you're not going to treat me for my pain because you're saying I got mania? I wonder why I've got some mania. And that's, it's been a fight. Like, they're killing veterans. They're killing them. And they're
Okay.
destroying
And
families.
so
Yes, ma'am.
what is your desired outcome, sir? What are you looking to have happen?
Uh, the VA sends me a letter that I can take to my doctors saying that uh, this veteran can is using his TRICARE, and we're going to pay the rest of the bill.
Okay, so
Like
you
yeah,
want the VA to send a letter allowing you to use your TRICARE.
well, yeah, well, I want to be. The VA needs to pay for my bills, and they're making them worse because I'm getting older. Instead of treating things when I was 14 years ago, when I was still in my freaking 20s, and here I am 43, and I'm still waiting to get my turn to get help that
Have
fair
you
treatment. Nope, it doesn't work.
have you
Nothing works.
have you talked to a VSO, a Veteran Service Officer, sir?
Oh, they don't help. I can't like they only do like benefits and yeah. There's no help. Thank you though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, what I've got to do is like, and that's what I'm doing. Like, and that's what I need to do some paperwork with you, is because I'm building my own case. So I can bring it to people outside of the system, breaking the chain of command is what I'm about to do. And I've got every right
Okay.
to, and I've got every single bit of information. November 25th, 2024, the present day, how the Veterans Affairs has treated me, and it's awful.
Okay.
And
Let
like
me
that's
go
all I
ahead
need.
and
And I've been calling this hotline
let,
since November of last year.
All right. Let me go ahead and read the case back to you. The veteran has spoken with VA hotline and has tried to reach a patient advocate, but has not had his
Oh
calls returned.
no, I haven't, I'm not trying to.
Veteran,
No, the patient advocate doesn't return my calls. I've reached out to him in the past, I know, and they never return my calls. And this hotline, the cases I open, they keep on getting closed without them resolving the issue, which is why I keep on having to call up.
okay. All right. Do you have something to copy the case number down with?
It's going to my email. I appreciate it.
Okay. Okay. All right. And is there anything else? I did put in there, veteran states that he had a community care appointment today, but none of his records. Let me change that to images.
Yeah, well, both. You can like records, imaging, backslash it or however.
Record
And
images were
so like
sent to
the
the
appointment was
provider. So the appointment was
useless.
non was
Yeah, it
useless.
wasn't productive. It wasn't productive, to say the least.
Okay.
And and I need to be allowed to see a doctor that I can go to that can send me to other doctors. Like, 'cause I need a proper diagnosis. The VA has not properly diagnosed me. They're not properly treating me, and I need my healthcare needs met. I'm getting older, and
Okay.
they have me
All
labeled
right.
as a psychopath and everything when I'm trying, because I'm just trying to get my pain resolved. Trying to get it addressed, and they're
Mm,
saying that, yeah, I see a mess from 2010, but you're crazy. It's like nothing,
mm,
nothing I do satisfies them. They won't even prescribe me anything for my insomnia. I'm going to I'm going to outside providers for everything, and they're making it, and they don't send me out with the right information. And I don't have, and the website, the VA, like what I have access to, that's not sufficient. And the doctors like, why are you going to send me to a doctor without any instructions or like any information? It's useless. And the delay in my time, as my health deteriorates, because here I am freaking just stressing myself out because freaking I shouldn't have to go through all this to get my healthcare needs met.
mm.
I shouldn't be
All
labeled a
right.
terrorist. Like that's it's awful. I wish I died down the range
Mm,
instead of come back here. And not suicidal, homicidal, or genocidal. This world it's awful. It's nasty. And I'm tired of the abuse.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but I did go ahead and enter that. Is there anything else that I can assist you
No,
with
you've been an
before I
angel.
go?
We all carry our own cross, and I know how the story goes. And so, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for,
Well, thank you,
you know, uh,
and thank you for.
your patience.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you for your patience with me. I'm not the easiest,
you're
especially when I'm
welcome.
frustrated. You're an angel. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for calling the Department of Veterans Affairs. You have a great rest of your day, and
Uh,
good
y-
luck to you. Okay.
yes, ma'am. You too. Bye bye.
All righty. Bye bye.